Is dialogue akin to blackmail? Like what
I think we need to put the record straight. You can see when I say these fellows are young and
hardliners
and they don't understand many things.
And naive.
When I gave examples of what he's calling frail leaders, he then quickly jumps to say that those ones have command. But this country is Raila.
What do you mean?
Even if the election was
let him finish.
Whether the elections were free or fair, you look at the map when you were following, Kenya was blue.
Blue?
Yeah.
How many members of parliament does ODM have?
Okay. Please. You know me, I like being simple in my presentation and truthful so that we don't quarrel. You saw the map we were all following. Apart from Mount Kenya and parts of Rift Valley, actually it's not even the whole of Rift Valley, the rest of the country was blue.
But where are those leaders?
Listen,
let him finish.
A man of that caliber, and from 2007, Raila has commanded the entire country in elections. And one of the reasons why I'm saying these young people can also mess the car. Look at the analogy they are giving of a child locking the mother. Look at how naive that can be. I want to help young people in this country to understand Raila is a statesman and he has sacrificed.
Statesman?
In the year 2007, it is generally agreed, and none other than the president put up a fight to confirm Raila's victory in 2007. Even the foreigners we invited, including Justice Kriegler, everybody agreed Raila won that election. For a man to win an election and sacrifice it in the interest of country, and the people proceed to talk about that manner in which this kind of people talk about Raila, God must save this country. You have your victory. There are people pushing you to be sworn in. The constitution hadn't been changed. Raila was to be sworn in by a judge, and the judges were available to do it. But he put country first and allowed to share his power with Kibaki as an inferior partner. A man like that, in the year 2017, none other than the Supreme Court said that election had been stolen. And Raila maintained peace against hardliners. And when he saw where the country was going, because we were about to lose our country, he went into a handshake with Uhuru Kenyatta. Now, I look at people who are in power today, including my son here, and I wonder, are they pretending or they are using their entire mental faculty? I would be very worried if those in power today are rubbishing the handshake from reason, because then their mental faculties will have a problem, a challenge. Because maybe there will be no country today for Ruto to be president if Uhuru and Raila didn't engage. I want to inform Kenyans, Trevor, using this big platform, that countries around us and across the world that have gone down for much less than what is troubling us today, much less. So in 2017, Kenya could have gone down, and none of us will be here. Let me go to the Maandamano so that you know Raila is a statesman. He called off the Maandamano on Monday and said it will be next Monday. Very many people were disappointed. I think this guy must have been disappointed. Do you know if that thing, because Raila was talking to his people, lastly it was at night. If he didn't do what he had done, we would not be sitting in this place today. Would you be sitting here, Tandy? Today we would not be here. My friend, you would not be here. No. And that, let me tell you, because you are young and it's good to be young. I was also young. I was vibrant.
We will be back here in a month.
Let me finish.
Let me finish.
Kagusha, you will be paid.
It is important to listen. I think Raila in his...
But I also think you need to give me double time. Don't give them too much time. You know they are two against one.
You want more time. I'm not on either side. I'm just saying...
Can Professor Manyora say he's not on either side? Really?
Please yourself. I'm just saying, if Raila didn't say it will be next Monday, we would not be sitting here. But that I'm sure about. Secondly, why did he say that? So that you know Raila is not what you think he is. He's a statesman. By giving this thing a 7-week window, he's giving the government time to reconsider the hardline stand. And he knows there can be other players to bring pressure on both him and Ruto so that they can save the country. And therefore, this option of dialogue in my view, is the only sensible option, is the only option we have. And from my knowledge of history, when people have refused to talk, they go to war. Hundreds of thousands of people, if not millions of people die. But what do, Trevor? They finally sit down.
Okay.
After we had lost...
Let him finish. Atlantis has not even given you a dialogue.
Responded to you.
Yeah. After we have lost millions of people in the Second World War, people finally sat down and they created the United Nations so that we may not go through that again. This could have been done earlier.
Okay.
When people disagree and agree to fight, they are wasting an opportunity, because by the time they agree to sit down, so much damage and suffering will have taken place.
Okay.
And therefore, I advise young people, look, why would it be me who is on the exit? See me, me, I'm going. It is these people who need this country. Correct. Because for me, I've lived my bit, my generation has messed this country. Why are young people joining my generation to confirm the mess? Yet it is them who need this country. I don't need this country myself. Me, I'm expired goods. It is you, Trevor, who needs this country. Because it is you who was a toddler. The ones making noise today, I invite them to talk. Trevor, give me half a second. I taught as a UT, Mheshimiwa, as a UT after high school. Majority of the people on the staff were refugees, people in exile. I taught with the people who had been ministers in their country, and they were earning 800 shillings with me. They had been ministers. I taught with the people who told me horrifying stories that when I ran from Uganda, I can't tell where my wife is today. I don't know where my son is, where my daughter is, because the day there was no. So please, as you push, saying arrest Raila, step on these people, unleash tear gas, use live bullets, you know you are inching closer to losing your country. And when you look, when you are a refugee in another country, when you are a refugee somewhere, you listen to the voice. You say there was an old man in Citizen TV who said we were messing our country. Don't allow that to happen.
Okay.